Blackstone Audio presents God in the Dark, Essays on Theology and Ethics by C.S. Lewis, edited by Walter Hooper. Preface. Dr. Johnson, speaking of an 18th-century theologian, remarked that he tended to unsettle everything and yet settle nothing. I wonder what the robust doctor would make of our age, an age in which one sees in most bookshops and Sunday papers the controversial and oftentimes apostate works of clergy who unsettle every article of the faith they are ordained and paid to uphold. It is, partly because of this, a pleasure for me to offer as an antidote this new book by C.S. Lewis. I say new because, though these essays and letters were written over a period of 24 years, almost all are published in book form for the first time. Considering how rapidly theological fashions change, it might be expected that these pieces would already be old stuff. There are, however, I expect, others like myself who are more concerned with whether a book is true than whether it was written last week. I believe that Lewis's refusal to compromise, neck or nothing, heaven or hell, does not for one moment detract from their relevance to the basic problems which still assail us. Because of my desire to read everything that Lewis wrote, I undertook the long but happy task of excavating his contributions to ephemeral publications. Now, at last, my years of searching libraries and reading faded newsprint are over. But, more important, I anticipate that the majority of them will have never been seen by most readers, and I hope they will derive as much satisfaction as I do from having them firmly stitched between two boards. Since these new Lewisiana have been culled from such a wide variety of sources, they make, as might be expected, a very mixed bag. I do not apologize for this, because so much of their interest lies in the many different angles from which we are able to view the Christian religion. Lewis never received a penny for most of them. Some of the essays were written simply because he felt the topic badly needed ventilating and the healthy position defending. Others at the request of a newspaper or a periodical. There are other pieces, such as the ones from the Socratic Digest, which he composed for the purpose of defending the faith against the attacks of agnostics and atheists. Because Lewis knew how to adapt his material to suit the audience he was writing for, the essays differ both in length and in emphasis. Nevertheless, all share a particular seriousness. Not gloominess, for they sparkle with wit and common sense, but seriousness because of the high stakes which Lewis believed were involved in being a man, a possible son of God, or a possible candidate for hell.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?